Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, sir. Ravi Shankar, sir. Good morning. Welcome you, sir.
Happy morning, ma'am. Very good morning.
So, good morning, dear participants. So, this is the second day of our ATAL FDP. I hope all of you enjoyed yesterday 3 sessions. We started with inaugural, and the first session we got introduced to what is design thinking and what is teamwork and how to make the teamwork in an effective manner by Joshua David, India Campus Lead Emphasis. And the second session, which is on developing empathy, and senior consultant of from Infosys, Mr. Roy Anthony Arnold, he has delivered a session during 11:30 to 1:30, and the final session, it was by Dr. T. Sendal sir, Amrita University. He discussed on the topic unearthing needs of end users and unleashing creativity. So hope everyone had eye opening on all the topic, and it was a nice session. And today we are going to enter into the day 2 and fresh morning. We are going to start on the topic um, building innovation culture and problem solving through 6-act thinking. So this is a topic which we are going to have it on session 1 for this day. And to deliver this topic, we have our resource person, Dr. Ravi Shankar sir, Associate Professor, Department of Management Studies, Builders Engineering College, Erode, Tamil Nadu. And on behalf of all of us, I extend my hearty welcome to our Professor Ravi sir. And I take much privilege in introducing our guest and resource person for this session to you all. And he is focused much towards human resource, and he is having 3 years of experience in IT recruitment, 2 years in training and development, and 11 years in academic. Currently, he is into academic in the Department of Management Studies. He has much hands-on experience in handling human resources and marketing for the students community, and he has trained many industrial professionals during his rich experience at Wipro Technologies, Bangalore. He has effectively handled and closed very niche skill manpower requirements of Wipro Technology, that too before the deadline. And he have coordinated testing competency team globally with well-expressed communication, and his qualification credentials. He has completed his bachelor's degree in information technology from a reputed college in Tamil Nadu, and master's in business administration from Tamil Nadu, and he has did his FDPM at Indian Institute of Management, Ahmedabad, and he did his doctorate degree in management studies with Anna University, Chennai, and currently he is associated with the Department of MBA in the designation of Associate Professor at Builders Engineering College in Tamil Nadu. And he was at Wipro Technology for about 5 years, and Askism Services Bangalore for about 2 years as an IT recruiter. And he has acted as examiner in various Anna University examination, and he was a university representative in conducting Anna University examinations. He has about 4 publications in peer-reviewed journals. He has attended many workshops and programs, and well known for organizing management development program for industry professionals and student community. And he has delivered a guest lecture on Financial Literacy Week organized by Tamil Nadu Grama Bank on February 2021. He has handled management development program for the employees of Renetus Projects Private Limited on the topic of effective business communication and conflict management. And he has given effective business communication for cable TV operators, which was organized by Entrepreneurship Development Center of Tamil Nadu. He has obtained fund for his project on public opinion towards rainwater harvesting with special reference to Tirupur district. He has many awards which serves as a feather on his cap. He has received a certificate of appreciation for wonderful results on the topic like strategic human resource management, return communication, managerial behavioral effectiveness, and service marketing. And he has received an award named Thanks a Zillion for being the best performer in recruitment by Wipro Technology. And he has screened about 300 CVs in 5 days and been awarded with feather in the cap by the same company. His interest towards rural marketing, consumer behavior, return communication, and human resource management and performance management was an appreciable factor during his service at Wipro. And currently we have with us, and we are very happy to have you on the session Building Innovation Culture and Problem Solving through Success Thinking. On behalf of the entire community of this ATAL FDP, I feel privileged and happy in welcoming you all to all the participants. I request Ravi sir to go with the session. Now the platform is yours, sir. Please, sir. Thank you for the opportunity for introducing you. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, ma'am. Thank you so much. Happy morning, my dear friends. My special thanks to M. Kumarasamy College of Engineering and Dr. S. Tilagamani, Head Department of Computer Science, for the invite which you have made and for giving introduction about me to this great forum. So I welcome all the participants of various institute on this auspicious day. So this is Dr. Shankar from Builders Engineering College. I have started my career as a recruitment executive in Wipro Technologies. There I served for about 5 years. Later on, I moved from non-academics to academic sector. So here for the past 11 years, I'm associated with the Builders Engineering College. So I used to handle HR and marketing subjects for the students. So with this small intro, let me get into the subject. Okay. So let me share. Am I audible to all of you? Ma'am, am I audible to you?
Yes, sir. You are audible,
Okay,
sir.
okay, ma'am. Just a minute, ma'am. Since my background looks so odd, let me switch off my video mode, I think so. Just a minute, ma'am. Let me share the PowerPoint presentation. Please let me know whether it is visible to all of you. Just a minute, ma'am. Yeah. One minute. Just a minute. 1 minute. Ma'am, is it visible to you?
Yes, sir. Your slide is not visible.
Ma'am, can you please check it now?
Yeah, right. Yes, sir.
Is it,
Yes, it is visible.
is it visible now?
Not now. Earlier, sir. Okay, done.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Visible, sir. Okay.
Okay. Okay, ma'am. Just a minute. Just a minute. Okay. Yes. So, my dear participants, the topic which is allotted for me is building innovation
Slide is
culture.
not visible now. Earlier.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Oh, just a minute, ma'am. Let me give a small
Okay, fine, fine.
intro about
Okay.
the subject, and then I'll go to the PPT. So the topic which is allotted to me is building innovation culture and problem solving through six hat thinking. Excellent. Very nice. So my dear friends, do you think this Ravi will solve? Because this six hat thinking is all about solving the problems which is getting aroused daily. So let me try my level best to sort out some of your professional problems. Okay. So let me start with a question to all of you, my dear friends. How many of you got married in this forum? I hope maximum. Whether the chat box is enabled, ma'am?
They can raise hand. They can raise hand and
Okay. Okay.
raise hand
Fine,
like
ma'am.
that.
Fine, ma'am. Fine. So maximum number of participants, I hope they might have get married. So then definitely you will be having a lot of problems. Even me too got married, and I don't have any solutions for my problems till now. So before marriage, there was only one problem for each and every individual. And after marriage, there are lot of problems. There are lot of problems. And how to solve all those issues? Let me give you a mantra at the time of the end of the session to sort out your personal problems. Even I have implemented the same in my personal life, and I have started getting solution for the same also. Okay. So a small quest. Man who says sorry, because this quest I have taken from the YouTubes, because nowadays we used to watch videos on YouTubes, right? So man who says sorry when he is wrong, we call him as dash person. Can any one of you please give me the answer, please? Man who commits sorry when he is wrong. When he is wrong, yes, we call that person as dash person. Objective question. Married person. Very good. Honest person. Very good. Very good. Excellent, sir. Amdeep, sir. Okay. So, man who says sorry when he is wrong, we call that professional as a honest person. Gentleman. Very nice. So, the next question is man who says sorry even though he is right, we call that fellow as dash. Man who says sorry even though he is right, we call that humble. Very good. Excellent. Extraordinary. Excellent. Humble. Oh, very nice, sir. Keshavamurthy, sir. Excellent. Hats off to you, sir. So, man who says sorry, even though when he is right, we call that gentleman as a husband. So, then how this SR will solve, this Ravi will solve your personal problems by giving the lecture through six hat thinking. Let me try, my dear professors. Let me try. So, my dear friends, before getting into the session, just please keep these things in your mind. There are three different types of mantras. There are three different types of mantras. Number one. So, try to deal with your problems rather than looking out for a solution. There is no exact solution for all of our problems because we have to deal with those problems. Because dealing with the small things will bring a mass change in your life. Because dealing with small things will bring a huge transformation in your life. That is the one thing, first mantra. Okay, so deal with your problems. That is the first one, rather than looking out for a solution. The second one is develop the habit of saying, telling no to the naysayers. Develop the habit of conveying this message, which is nothing but no, to the naysayers. So, you know very well about who is called as naysayer. Naysayer, it is nothing but a person who keeps on criticizing, a person who keeps on opposing your ideas, a person who keeps on pulling you down, always opposing you. My dear friends, please keep this in mind. If somebody tries to pull you down, please think that you are moving forward. So please say no to the naysayers. Okay, so the third mantra is get rid of the fault finding relationships, because nowadays we people are filled with fault finding behaviors. Yes, of course, even in personal life, in professional life, wherever you go, fault, 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 fault finding relationships. Please try to get rid of that. If you do that, then definitely you will get a peaceful life. The first mantra is deal with the problems rather than looking out for a solution. The second mantra is no to the naysayers. The third mantra is get rid of fault finding relationships. Definitely, if you guys implement the above three mantras, then definitely you can able to minimize the problems in your life. Definitely, my dear friends, I'm sure. A small hint for your professional life. Please keep this in mind, friends. A small hint in professional life. This is what happening across everywhere, in academics, in non-academics, in production units, wherever you go, in all the industries, this is applicable. This is happening. This is going as of now. The, the quote is, let me read out the quote. Okay. So, we have all heard the story about four different types of people. I think you might have heard about this story, my dear friends. There are four different types of people named everybody, somebody, anybody, and nobody. I hope you know about this, my dear friends. Everybody, somebody, anybody, and nobody. So, There was an important job. Just a minute. There was an important job to be done, and everybody was asked to do it. This is what happening in the organization. There was an important job to be done, and everybody was asked to do it. Everybody was sure that somebody would do it. Everybody was sure that somebody would do it. Anybody could have done it, but nobody did it. Anybody could have done it, but nobody did it. Somebody got angry about that because it was everybody's job. It was everybody's job. Everybody thought anybody could do it, but nobody realized that everybody would not done it. Everybody thought anybody could do it, but nobody realized that everybody wouldn't do it. So it ended up that everybody blamed somebody when nobody did what anybody could have done. That's it. It ended up that everybody blamed somebody when nobody did what anybody could have done. This is what happening. Do not be, my dear friends, don't be everybody, somebody, anybody, or nobody. My dear friends, you are you, and you are accountable. My dear friends, you are you, and you are accountable for everything. And then to being prepared for your future and for the contingency plans. Please keep this in mind, my dear friends, my dear faculty friends. You people are responsible for your consequences. This is not applicable for the faculty community. This is applicable for each and every person. You people are responsible for your own consequences. So the topic of this session is building innovation culture and problem solving. Yes, problem solving through six hat thinking. Tilamani ma'am, whether my PPT is visible to you?
Yes, sir, visible, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, ma'am. Okay. So the topic of today's session is building innovation culture and problem solving through six hat thinking. So here we are going to deal about the six hats, six different types of hats. How the six hat thinking builds the innovation and solves the problem, because innovation, because without innovation we cannot able to survive. We have to invent something on a daily basis. Yesterday we came to, because we all of us got a news stating that once if you use Covaxin and Covishield together, I think your immunity will get developed. Because earlier there was a message from the government stating that we have to proceed ahead with only one vaccine, but now they have intimated that you can go ahead with the other one also, alternate option also, because on a daily basis they are inventing something for the benefit and for the betterment of the people. First, let us discuss about what is thinking in detail and move forward to six hat thinking. Thinking, we should discuss about that. Thinking. My dear friends, you cannot compete with the young generation which is coming as of now. because I cannot able to cope up with my because with my child, okay, with my son, as well as because with all of my kids, because they are different compared to our learnings, because I'm totally happy about it. So this program outline goes like this, my dear friends. I think, yeah. Program outline goes like this: is thinking matters, the basics of this thinking, and then what is six hat thinking, why the six hat thinking, and benefits of six hat thinking, and some guidelines about what is six thinking hats. Is thinking hats matters? Yes, of course. I believe that I'm always right. We think that we are always right, because this is an ego state. I, we, myself, because I, wherever we go, we always think about ourselves. We never put ourselves in the shoes of others, and because we have to think others' problem also. We have to consider their problem also. So we believe that we are always right. Then our thinking reflects our approach and behavior. Finally, if we fail, then we blame on others. We blame on others. So we always involve, okay, too much in thinking process. Yes, nowadays online session is going on. We always think about that. We believe that we are always right. Our emotions, our ethics, our values, friendship, etc., whatever I have highlighted over there gets reflected in our decision making and problem solving situations. So, my dear friends, we believe that we think that money actually brings happiness. Yes, we are running for what? We are running for money. But we think that, we believe that money brings the happiness. How many of you believe that money actually cannot buy happiness? Yes, we know that money actually cannot buy happiness. Because this COVID has given us a message that money actually cannot buy happiness. This COVID, yes, money actually cannot buy happiness. Because I realize, because this happens for my relatives also. Whenever I go to the mortuary, because I realized that money cannot buy happiness. COVID gives us a lesson. It can buy you things, my dear friends. It can buy you things, but it cannot buy happiness. We people are running here and there by leaving our family in the hometown only for the purpose of getting money. No, but it can buy happiness, my dear friends. But we still believe that we all think that money cannot buy happiness, but we want more money. So yes, lot of problems. I believe that I'm always right, because all these thinking process, because I think that I am always right, will the major root cause for the conflict. Yes, this ego is the major root cause for the conflict. It leads to seniority conflict in the organization, because yes, why the six hat is required? Because if each and everybody in your team fall in the line with the same thinking process, then what? Why do we need this thinking, 6 thinking hats? Because of the ego state. So the major root cause for the conflicts is this I. It leads to seniority conflict. It leads to a lot of disagreements, relationship conflict, so data conflict, so interest conflict. Many conflicts are there. Value conflict, a lot of conflicts. So just a minute, my dear friends. So whatever the innovation activity you decided to start, it always starts with an idea generation. So innovative activity, innovation, it starts with idea generation. So during the idea generation, you can involve your people. You can involve your fellow colleagues to explore their ideas, their potentials, their competencies. Try to involve your people, my dear friends. Because after a couple of years, you may become head of the department, principal. So you move forward in your professional. So job enrichment will be there, job enlargement will be there, etc., etc. But try to involve your people wherever you are going. Encourage the interaction. Welcome their ideas, my dear friends. So go for participative leadership instead of authoritative or free rein. You know very well, management people, because you know very well that participative leadership is more powerful than the authoritative and free rein, so that we can get their ideas. So to explore the potential of an idea, this D bonus 6 hat thinking method can be a great assistant in deciding whether you should or should not proceed with your ideas. So, one more thing, my dear friends. How many of you have heard this mantra? So, which is nothing but it does not matter what your blood group is, whether it is A positive or be O positive. In life, you always be positive, my dear friends. It does not matter. It doesn't matter, my dear friends. Whatever your group is, blood group is, whether it is A positive, O positive, but in your life, you have to be always be positive. Always think positive. Definitely your negativity will melt like anything, my dear friends. Positive thinking will bring lot of innovations. Positive thinking will bring lot of innovations. Please don't worry about what is happening outside. Try to deal with what is happening inside that changes your life positive, my dear friends. Don't worry about what is happening outside. Please never get worried about what is happening. Try to deal with what is happening inside, which can change your life, entire life. So, and get rid of all your toxic thinking, which is false belief, because that is a major negative influence of your life. Toxic thinking. Get out of this toxic thinking. So, your thinking can also affect your health, sleeping patterns, your anxiety, etc., etc. Lot of examples of this toxic thinking, the reflections out of this toxic thinking. Failures, personalizing your failures, fearing in rejection. Wherever I go, I need perfection. All this because of toxic. fearing of failures, and avoid taking risks. Develop your positive thinking and deal with. That's what I told you in the beginning itself. Try to deal with the problems. You won't get any solution for your problem. Try to deal. That's what. Because you all know very well that if you have decided, my dear friends, if you have decided to do something right, my dear friends, definitely you will be get tested. Yes, I am damn sure that if you decide to do something right, then definitely you will be tested. What is that, Ravi? What is that? Nothing, sir, because I have decided to do something right for because something good for my health from today onwards. I have decided to start waking up exactly at 4 o'clock in the morning and go for a walk. Yes, that is good for my health. I have decided to do something right for my body because that is required. Because for my health, that is required. Walking is required. Immediately after that, I got tested. I have decided to do something right, but immediately I got tested. What is that? Today I thought that I can wake up at 4 o'clock and go for a walk. So immediately, okay, I was tested today morning soon after the alarms exactly at 4 o'clock. Because my mind will deliver a googly ball like in cricket. If I accept the same, then clean bowled. That day is gone. I have decided to do something right, but I was tested. Yes, this is what applicable for your personal, professional, wherever you go. One more thing, my dear friends, please don't give your remote control to somebody. Keep your remote control with yourself. I hope, my dear friends, I am making a sense to all of you. Never ever give your remote control to someone to operate. If someone operates, then fine, your case is gone. So the next one is, what is six hat thinking? There are six different types of hats. There are six different types of hats. It helps the people to do the parallel things at a time. You can put on or put off your hats. It helps the people to do parallel thing at a time. So there are six different hats. Hats is your thinking icon. Different colors. It represents a different type of mode of thinking. If we change our hats, we change our thinking process. It supports a healthy learning organization. It brings you a good environment, user-friendly environment. It creates. So this is a technique. Six hat thinking is a technique developed by Edward D. Bono, a management writer and a consultant who has worked extensively on tools to enhance the creativity. Was written by Edward D. Bono. Okay, six thinking hats and the associated idea. Okay, parallel thinking provide a means for groups to plan the thinking process in a detailed and cohesive way. So, and in doing that, you will get the answers. Doing so, you think together more effectively. You people will think together more effectively. So, let me make it very clear, my dear friends. Six hat thinking is a technique. Six hat thinking is a technique that helps the individual and team to look at the problems and situation from different point of view, different perspectives. So this is a technique that helps the individual and team to look at the problems and the situation from varieties of perspectives. In essence, the six hat directs you on how to think. This makes you how to think rather than what to think. How to think than what to think. So, as identified by De Bono, it simplifies the thinking by maintaining focus on one element at a time and allowing a chance in thinking while minimizing the conflict between the members in the group. So, the idea behind the six hat approach is that people bring different approach to the process of the problem solving and their value in developing the flexibility. So it brings the people closer. It brings the people closer. Their ideas unique. Their ideas unique. Uniform thinking skills to solve their problems. So this six thinking hats helps group discussion and promote more effective decision making. So nobody is smarter than everybody, my dear friends, because groups create more options than individual, because group is the strength, because that creates more, that gives you more options than individual ideas. So this six thinking hats makes it easier to generate more and more ideas that induces the group and individual to make high quality decisions. To make high quality decisions. So the next one is, why this six thinking hat? Why this six thinking hat? Two main objectives are there. One thing is, it simplifies the thinking by having to deal with one thing at a time. How to deal one thing at a time. Dealing. Wherever you go, this dealing comes into the picture. It allows a switch in thinking without threatening egos. Just reject it. Why the six thinking hats? The first one, it helps us to communicate more effectively without any barriers. It promotes the creative problem solving because people are involved, so the creativity gets into the picture, scene. It supports dealing with new situations. It allows us to deal with limited information. Because this COVID has made us to deal with limited resources. It takes away the emotions and baggage. It can be fun. The last one is, it allows the brains to do one thing at a time. It allows the brains to do one thing at a time. Less confusing, more focus. So in academics, my dear friends, you know very well that we are forced to do multiple things at a time. The difference between six hat thinking and the normal work life is people are trying to do multiple things at a time. But six hat thinking focuses on one thing at a time. It clears everything, it gets the ideas and switch over to the next hat. But we are forced, but no other options. We are forced to do multiple things at a time. Finally, at the end of the day, a big zero. Even me to also faced that particular situation, because I was asked to do multiple things at a time and I cannot able to focus on what I wrote on the daily activities. Because normally we people used to make a note of the day routine work or else that day activity in the sticky note. Because I used to forget a lot of things, so that I used to make, because I used to record everything in the sticky note. But by the end of the day, whatever which is recorded in the sticky note is totally not related to the work which I did on that day. Am I right or wrong, my dear friends? Are you facing that daily? Yes, my dear friends. Yes, you are right, my dear friends. This is what, because the academicians are facing, because daily we people are dealing with different types of peoples, the students, because they have different ideas. We have to go along with the people. Our management, they have different ideas. We have to go along with them also. We have to balance everything, as like work life balance in human resource. We have to balance our students requirements, we have to balance our management requirements, we have to balance our higher officials requirement, and at the same time we have to balance our personal life also requirements also. How are we Jains, my dear friends? Yes, many of the time I used to raise my collar, I am a Jain. Yes, I am managing everything at a time, but sometimes I may get pulled down because of focusing on multiple things at a time. Yes, what is my objective? Have I attained that objective? Have I made any effort to meet out that objective? Big question mark, my dear friends. Personally, I felt many days, even you people might have also came across this one. What productive work which we made today? Nothing. Lot of problems. We know very well that the task assigned is different compared to the factors considered. Yes, my dear friends, one more thing which I would like to highlight you right now. What is that in the sense? For the academicians, whatever the task we are doing. My dear friends, my screen is visible to you, ma'am. Is it visible?
Sir, yes, sir. But your slide is not visible, sir.
Just a minute. Madam, whether my video mode is on or off?
Off, sir.
Okay, okay. 1 minute, ma'am. 1 minute. 1 minute. Is it okay now?
Still, your slide is not visible, sir.
Just a minute, ma'am. 1 minute, ma'am. Just a minute.
Yes, it is visible now.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Madam, can you please mute your mic, ma'am? Thank you. Can you please mute your mic? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. So, dear friends, we know very well that the task assigned for us is different compared to the task, to the factors which is highlighted in the performance appraisal form. because they will evaluate based only on the factors highlighted in the performance appraisal form. Are we allowed to do that on our daily activities, on our daily routine work? No, but we have to manage. So that's why we are in this profession. So, yes, my dear friends, you have to deal with everything. You have to deal. You have to deal with everything. Okay. So the process, this, why this six thinking hat? This thinking process can reduce meeting times and make them more productive and help improving the quality of decision making. There are certain benefits out of this six thinking hats. One thing is it improves the exploration. So it helps us to look out, to search for a solution. It saves the time. It improves the innovation and creativity. It fosters the collaborative thinking. It removes the ego from decisions. Here, the facilitator requests everyone to focus on one hat at a time. That is the main objective of the six hat. Here, the facilitator requests everyone to wear one hat at a time. So everyone focus on facts and information surrounding the topic, across the topic. In the middle, some people, they may distract the conversation. By that time, the facilitator role is to explain that there will be a separate time to focus. You please wait for some time. That is what you have to do, because tomorrow you may become the administrator of a particular company, of your institute, principal of your institute. There you should act as a facilitator. People always distract the meeting. Some people, they will do a lot of things to distract the conversation. So you as a facilitator explain that there will be a separate time to focus, to discuss about all those things. So doing one thing at a time, these are all the some of the benefits of the six thinking hacks. So the beauty of this Edward D. Bono six thinking hacks, they are easy to learn and implement in your work, and great tool for group collaboration and decision making. The biggest benefits are often seen in team working and collaborative problem solving, as they can empower the diverse group of people to work together in a common perspective. So the focus brought us by the hacks can give positive impact on the quality of thinking. So next we can move forward to what are six thinking hats. There are six thinking hats. First hat is blue hat, second hat is white hat, the third one is a red hat, fourth green hat, fifth yellow hat, and the last one is black hat. What is this blue hat? Thinking about thinking. So there I have mentioned that blue hat is the process. Blue hat is the process. That's it. Thinking about thinking. What thinking is needed and planning for actions. So the blue hat is symbolically worn by the individual, okay, chairing the meeting, those who chairs the meeting, and controlling a team, because so controlling a team, this particular hat is worn by the managers, the group heads, some who manages a situation. So here they will often provide the ground rules in the form of agenda, okay, maybe goals and scope, etc., etc. So the next one is, so a blue hat is a meta style which is aware of the other hats being worn and which can encourage switching between them. This is all about goals, objective of the problem solving. The blue hat is all about the process. For example, the project managers, the company heads, the lead are responsible for pulling together many elements to complete a project. Could be said to wear a blue hat. In managing a project, the project manager should concern themselves with making issues such as what is the problem we are dealing with? What is the problem we are dealing with? What are we trying to achieve? What is our objective? What will be the benefit of solving this problem? It manages the process, it keeps everything, it makes the agenda, it provides the summary. What is the best and most effective way to approach the problem? It manages the time limits. So blue hat is the process. Okay, so blue hat is all about the process. So the next one is 1 minute. So what are all the key points in this blue hat? So the key points are, it plays the role of the discussion leader. It could be any participant. Maybe the participants can wear blue hat. They can role as a discussion leader. It takes place, it takes practice to use this hat skillfully. So here in blue hat thinking, okay, participative leadership style is encouraged, is implemented. It's a process. Why we are here? Why are we here? Why are we attached, associated with this company? What are we dealing with? What is our objective? Where do we have ended up? Questions, process. So the next hat is, so the blue hat. I hope, my dear friends, you got some view about what is blue hat. So the next one is white hat. 1 minute, my dear friends. So now we have discussed about blue hat. So the blue hat is all about the person who manages the discussion and sets the problem. Okay. It's a process. The person who manages the discussion and sets the problem. The next one is white hat. So what is this white hat? So white hat, it conveys, it talks about the fact, it talks about the facts. Information, the objective, what do I know? What do I need to find out? How will I get the information which I need? So white hat presents the facts of the problem. It represents the facts of the problem. So here it considers the information and neutralizing the question approach, which looks for information, evidences, facts surrounding the problem. So it is all about the fact. White hat is all about the fact. So what information is available, what information we are in need of, what we have missed out, etc., etc. This white hat is used at the beginning, at the end of the session, at the beginning and at the end of the session. This can be used at the beginning to concentrate on the fact, mainly on fact, my dear friends. So this white hat is fact, blue hat is process. There, the person who manages the discussion is responsible, blue hat. Person who manages the discussion and sets the problem, that is blue hat. White hat, it is all about facts or data which is available, the information. So key points in white hats are: it reports and listens, the accuracy level, the relevance of data, the information, deals with the conflicting information. It helps us to separate the facts. So white hat prompts, what do we know? Do we really know what we think we know? So it is all about facts, facts, facts. So the third one is red hat. My dear friends, the order, you can change the order. The third hat is red hat. What is this red hat? There I have mentioned that intuition, your feelings right now, feelings can change, no reasons are given. So red hat is the intuitive hat, where feelings and emotions can be expressed. Maybe your fear, you can express your fear, you can disclose your dislikes. You can disclose your dislikes. So red hat is the person expresses the emotion, who expresses the emotion. It's a red hat. So these feelings do not need to be justified. They just identify gut feelings of the people. That's it. Sorry. These feelings do not need to be justified. They just identify your gut feelings, those who express the emotions. So the red hat means common. The red hat means the intuition, the feeling, the hunches, and the justification, it is not needed. Some of the key points in red hat is, okay, full permission to express the feelings. Okay to express the right now feeling, a feeling that accuracy that occurs in response to others' feelings. So okay to express your fears. Okay to change the feelings. How you feel about this one? How did you feel about this? Just feeling, feeling, feeling. So red hat is the person expresses the emotion and feelings. The fourth hat is the fourth one. There are 6 different types of hats. Now we are in fourth hat. The fourth hat is the green hat. So green hat, it is nothing but the creativity, ideas, alternatives, possibilities, okay, the solutions, etc., etc. So green hat is used to encourage new ideas. Please come out with new ideas, innovative ideas. Because a lot of companies, they have implemented this 6 thinking hats and they came out with a lot of innovations. Lot of innovations. So this green hat is used to encourage new ideas, innovative ideas, So out of box thinking, we always keep highlighting about the out of box thinking, where anything should be considered. So here, no negative thinking or the comments is allowed at this stage in progress. So there are no negative. Just encourage the innovations, new ideas, innovative ideas, creativity. That is green hat. So that is what I have highlighted over here. So creativity, suggesting, exploring the in novel direction, ideas, idea generation. So the sixth thinking, the green hat means in general creative, but can expect people to make a creative effect. Cannot expect people to be creative, but we can expect the people to make some creative efforts in the organization. Look out for an alternatives. Consider the new possibilities, etc., etc. So the key points in this green hat is creativity, welcoming innovation, new ideas, etc., etc. So generating new ideas, the person who creates and generates new ideas. The key points are a deliberate search for alternatives. Look out for an alternatives, new ideas, logical ideas, alternatives, modifying ideas, suggestions, lot of suggestions, out of box thinking concept. Okay, the sixth hat in green hat thinking is all about new ideas. The fifth one is yellow hat. Yellow hat is nothing but the benefit or the positive aspects, the advantages. The advantages are, I think the screen is not very clear. I think so. The PPT is not very clear. So the fifth hat is yellow hat. Yellow hat highlights the positive aspects and the advantages, the benefits. It looks out for the positives. So yellow hat is the optimistic hat. It is used to consider the possible merits of the ideas, the benefits, which may have been generated by the green hat process. So yellow hat is all about the advantages, benefits, and the positive aspects. So yellow hat means what? That is what I have told you. What is good about that situation? What in return we will get benefit? How is this valuable? Is this logical? Etc. etc. Advantages. So the key points in this yellow hat is sensitive also. How does this showcase organizational return on investment? Benefit. We always look for return on investment. So yellow hat prompts all these five different things. How can we make this work? What value is there in this idea? What opportunities were there in the past and in the future also, etc., etc. So these are all the things the yellow hat prompts. So yellow hat identify the positive aspects and the advantages. The last hat is the black hat. So black hat, it is nothing but the cautions, difficulties, weakness, dangers. So the black hat is nothing but negative aspects. Yellow hat identify the positive aspects, black hat identify the negative aspects. My dear friends, let me make it very clear through an example. I'll give you an example. So, black hat identify the negative aspect, yellow hat identify the positive aspect. So black hat is the negative, but it is logical, as it looks for possible solutions or ideas to determine. Negativity without any reason must be avoided. Black hat thinkers must apply critical thinking to the solutions identified. So black hat is all about identifying the negative aspects and the disadvantages. The major difference between yellow and hat is yellow is positive aspects, and there we look only for advantages. Black hat is negative aspects, there we look for only disadvantages. This is the final, the sixth hat one. So black hat. So black hat is nothing but the negative, the disadvantages. Black hat means there we think of
Sir, your voice is not audible.
hello. Sorry, ma'am, there was a network issue.
Okay, sir. Now
Okay,
it is.
ma'am. Okay, okay. Okay, ma'am. Okay, okay. Yeah. So black hat, so it highlights the negative, the disadvantages. It highlights the negatives, negative aspects, the disadvantages also. So I told you that in black hat, where do we need to proceed with caution? We always think about the negative point of view, negative aspects, because yes, that is okay. And the disadvantages also. When the government has recommended us to go for a vaccine, we thought about the negative reflections. Many of us, even me too also, during the first wave, we never worried about the problems. We never worried about the impacts. The second wave has teaches us a lesson. So by that time itself, government has instructed us, informed us, requested us to go for the vaccine. But I have rejected because by considering the negative, because we have chosen some of the samples. As like in business research, okay, out of this population we have taken few samples. So we think about the negative aspects and the disadvantages. So the key points in this black hat is this: it is okay if some of the same information also comes up, under white hat. So keep it very, very clear, my dear friends. Don't get confused. So black hat is cautions. Black hat is negative. So black hat is caution, black hat is negative. So negative aspects, the disadvantages. Okay. So just a minute. Dear friends, make use of this template. This is available in the Google search itself. I've taken this one from the Google only. Make use of this template for your department meeting. Whenever you organize HOD's meeting, you please make use of this template. Ask all your team members to go for white hat at the beginning. Order may change because the better order is blue, white, green, yellow, red, and then black. Ask them to go for blue hat first, white hat second, green hat third, yellow hat, red, and then followed by black. Please request them to disclose what they felt about the meeting. What is their requirement from this particular white hat point of view, from this red hat point of view? What is our objective? Are we on the right track or not? What is required for you? By making use of these hats, you can get different valid points from all different perspectives. Each and every person, they'll think, unique. You will get a unique idea for particular hat, red hat, unique idea for yellow hat, because all these hats will help you a lot in professional as well as in your personal life. I don't think so, because in personal life you need one more hat, my dear friends. For your official professional life, all these 6 hats will help you a lot. But for your personal life, one more hat is required. That hat I let you know at the end of the show, at the end of the session. Okay. So yes. So to conclude with, because these are all the different types of hats. So first, white hat. Okay, the person presents the facts of the problem. Fact is the white hat. Second, red hat. Red hat is nothing but emotions, feelings. And the third one is yellow hat. That is nothing but the positive aspects. Yellow hat is nothing but the benefits, positive aspects. The next one is black hat. Black hat is nothing but the negative aspects, disadvantages. Green hat is nothing but the new ideas, creativity. Green hat is nothing but creativity. The last one is blue hat is nothing but a person who manages and sets the problem. The manager, the leader, person who manages the discussion and sets the problem at any time. Blue hat. Even an individual can act as a leader also, no problem at all. So this is the overview, what I have told you right now. This is the overview of all these hats. Black hat is nothing but the discussion, the person who makes the discussion, who arranges the discussion, who leads the discussion and sets the problem. White hat represents the facts. Green hat is new idea. Yellow hat is Advantages only thinking about the positive side. Black hat is all thinking about the negative side, and considering the disadvantages. And red hat, it expresses the emotions. Any order you can follow, my dear friends. Blue hat, white hat, green hat, yellow hat, red hat, and black hat. Yes, my dear friends, some of the corporates, they are using this 6 thinking hats. Motorola, they are using this hats. Siemens, they are using this hats. Prudential Insurance, they are using this hats. Many corporates, many of the companies, they are using this hats. Let me give you a small example, my dear friends, because each and every member of this forum, okay, in this forum, I think you have well experienced with this monster. I think the monster is nothing but the street dogs. I think you had a great experience with these monsters. It's a complex problem, right? So, my dear friends, imagine there are too many street dogs near your college or else near your company. So, what we can do to remove all these monsters from the street, all these giants from the street? There are so many street dogs near your company or college. What we can do to remove them from the streets, remove these monsters? First, let us think about the fact. I told you earlier itself, fact is nothing but white hat. So, fact is nothing but white hat. So, white hat represents the facts of the problem. So, I'll give you the fact. So, what are all the facts in this problem? There are too many street dogs. How to remove them? Why are we getting scared of these street dogs? Why? What is the need for us to remove these street dogs? First, we have to think about those facts, right? Why are we supposed to remove these street dogs from the street, these monsters from the street? Then, first, we have to think about the facts. So, the facts are, I'll let you know some of the facts. So the facts are, my dear friends, so I have taken some of the snaps, I have taken some of the photos, because these are all the facts, okay, which forces us to remove these street dogs from the street. Fact number 1, their strength is our weakness. Am I right, my dear friends? So if these monsters are standing like this on the road or else in your street, what we will do? Fact number 1, my dear friends. So the next fact, if they follow us like this, the second fact is like this, my dear friends. If they follow us like this, if the monster follows us like this, then definitely we may get frightened. Am I right, my dear friends? These are all the facts. The next fact is, if the monster like this does like this, definitely we will get frightened. Even if they're hungry or sick, then definitely these are all the facts, okay, so that considered for removing those street dogs from the street. So the next hat is the first hat, which we discussed is white hat, the facts. The next hat is green hat. Green hat, we will get some ideas. We will generate some ideas. We will get lot and lot of ideas. But we can consider these four major ideas. New ideas through which we can able to control. The one thing is we can have dog food vending machine on the streets. The second fact is we can adopt a street dog. So we can adopt a street dog. Will our family member will allow us to adopt a street dog? So the third one is we can request the government, either the state government or central government, maximum state government, to bring in some laws that people have to keep dog for life. Blue Cross. The fourth one is we can call the city to remove the dogs. Okay, these are all the some of the ideas, okay, we considered. So the green hat is all about the ideas. We discussed about the first one, fact, the second one, the ideas. Next, we are moving on to the yellow hat and black hat. I told you that yellow hat is all about the positive, identifying the positive aspects, only the advantages. Black hat is negative, considering the disadvantages. That's it. Okay. So, in the fact, the first one is in the idea, the first one is we can go for vending machine. So, the yellow hat thinks about the positive point of view. Okay. So, about the vending machine, I have highlighted few things. So one thing is the vending machine that helps the puppies. So it makes it makes the people to think about the homeless animals. But at the same time, black hat thinks about the disadvantages point of view. It may be expensive, yes, negative. The second point is we can adopt. The positive side is people can take care of those dogs. Yes, fine. Positive side, but we may get infections if we so they may get affected, so infections may be there. The third point is the third one is government, like we can request the government to bring some laws. So the positive side is penalties, educate the value of life, and the negative is quite dangerous. And the fourth one is we can call the city to remove the dogs. Fact is, the positive is fact that we won't see any street dogs in the street. But the negative side is they may get killed, because these are all the positives and negatives. So we have discussed about what is yellow hat and what is black hat. The next hat is a red hat. The red hat expresses the emotion. So which of the above four idea do you feel strongly about it? Whatever it is, maybe the vending machine or adopting a dog. So it expresses the emotion. The last hat is blue hat. Hello, just a minute, my dear friends. Sorry, my dear friends. So the final hat is black hat. Black hat, the person who manages the discussion and sets the problem. So whatever the the solution may be, now we reach the end of the complex problem and decided to go for adoption, the best option, or else we can go for vending machine also, the best option. So just a minute, my dear friends, because I do have some video clippings. Okay, so I'll play that because since we are running short of time, and at the same time you have to fill the feedback form also. Okay, let me take another 5 minutes of your time, please, and then you can go ahead with the feedback session. You can fill the feedback form. Just a minute. Let me take just another 2 minutes of your time, please. So finally, the conclusion. So there is no doubt that interplay of these different thinking styles leads to higher quality of ideas. The core idea behind the method is to develop an awareness of different thinking styles. So this can be great. This can be a great exercise that you can practice for innovation team. So, my dear friends, please keep one thing in mind: always step into the shoes of others. Step into the shoes of others' problem and think about others' problem. I'll give you some of the videos because a lot of corporates by doing this exercise, okay, they are in number one position because a lot of strategies they have implemented, lot of innovative strategies they have implemented, because innovative strategies by considering others people problem, innovative strategies. Okay, so I'll play you some of the videos. Just a minute, I'll play you. Yeah, so let me play the first video, the Dabar Vatika, because India's leading natural care brand Dabur Vatika has announced the launch of a new initiative. Through this initiative, Dabur Vatika, because it seeks to identify the women who have defeated cancer and salute their strength and inner beauty. Through just this gesture, Dabar Vatika is trying to emphasize the philosophy that some people do not need hair to look beautiful. Please look at this, my dear friends. Is it visible to all of you? Tilakmani ma'am, is it visible to you?
Yes, sir, it is.
Yes, sir, visible, sir.
Yeah. चेहरे पे नहीं होती है तेरी जिंदगी सिपी में छुपा और भूल होती है खूबसूरती चेहरे पे नहीं होती है तेरी जिंदगी सिपी में छुपा होती है लकीरों के बदले दोगे उसको लकीरों के बदले दोगे उसको वो फौलाद है वो है वो फौलाद है वो है लग के तूने जो पाया सर पे तेरे इसका साया बिगड़ी बन के तू सोना खुद को इतना पिघलाया लग के तूने जो पाया सर पे तेरे उसका साया बिगड़ी बन के तू सोना खुद को इतना पिघलाया जला कर खुद को किया तेरा जला कर खुद को किया तेरा So just a minute, my dear friends. Let me play you another two more videos. Okay. So one was launched by Lifebuoy, and the other one was by S Oil, because these two advertisements was launched by the James. Okay, with the help of the six hat thinkings, because collaborative learning, because from all, because their employees, they have contributed their ideas, okay, in a unique way, and they came out with these advertisements. Okay, through this advertisement, they have captured a great market share. Okay, so let me play you two videos, and then we can close the session, my dear friends. Okay, the first video is the Lifebuoy roti reminder. Okay, just please have a look at this one.
Malaria still kills 1.1 million children annually in developed countries. Lifebuoy believes this can be averted. The Mahakumbh Mela India 2030, the largest religious festival on the planet. Over 100 million people come here to pray together, live together, and eat together. Lifebuoy soap saw this as the perfect opportunity to convey an important message. Always wash your hands with soap before you eat. Medium, the roti or Indian bread, served with almost every Indian meal. And the only way to eat it is with your hands. We created a heat stamp capable of leaving a simple message on a roti. Did you wash your hands with Lifebuoy? And over 30 days, a team of 100 people stood in 100 kitchens, stamping over 2.5 million fresh rotis, helping us to reach out to over 5 million visitors at the Mahakumbh Mela. So, will people remember to wash their hands before their next meal? Let's really do it.
My dear friends, so Lifebuoy believes that the deaths from diarrhea can be averted by simple act of hand washing with the soap. So, at the world's largest religious festival, Lifebuoy reminded attendees to wash their hands before they eat by, hand stamping 2.5 million chapatis with the message, "Did you wash your hands with the Lifebuoy?" The next one is S Oil campaign. The South Korean oil company S Oil took the initiative for a campaign to save the oil. Bright yellow here balloons visible from a long distance, and that starts guiding the drivers to empty parking spots. Okay, when occupied, the balloon falls and rises again when the car leaves. S oil indicates that in just one day, in one parking lot, 700 cars used 23 liters less oil. This simple, low tech method helps the drivers to save time and oil, resulting in a lower gas consumption for the South Korea. Please enjoy this video, my friends. Please enjoy this video.
South Korea, a country devoid of oil. Seoul, a city where 1/4 of Koreans live, with one of the world's highest gasoline consumption. The situation is getting worse. Car usage is increasing. Petroleum costs are rising. Parking spaces are scarce. People are stressed out. Every day, a Seoul driver wanders 500 meters to find a parking space. In a month, this equals 15 kilometers or 1 liter of gas. S-Oil, one of the 4 oil companies in Korea, took action. It is on a mission to save oil. Right here, right now. Thus begins the HERE campaign. It has set up a HERE balloon for each parking space. As a car parks in it, the balloon falls. When the car exits, the balloon rises. Cars can spot these balloons from afar. They can spot open parking spaces without wandering. Finding quick parking means saving oil. One easily spotted parking spot is worth 1 liter of oil saved.
경제적인 게 없다고 딱 이렇게만 있으니까 참 뭐 돈 아이디어 같아요.
시장에서 생선이 가니까 신기했어요.
조서 없었으면 못 들었고.
HERE balloons have saved drivers' gas expenses through a new and interesting method. S-Oil, the oil seller, gained the impression of an oil-saving company. Save oil, save time, save money. HERE, taking action for a better world. Save oil, save earth. S-Oil.
Thank you so much, my dear friends. Let me wind up my session with a few quotes. Okay, one from our Jain, Tamil Nadu Jain, Kaniyan Pungundranar. He said that good or bad, it doesn't come from others. Good or bad, it doesn't come from others. Okay, so only we are responsible for what we are. A small quote said by Martin Luther King also. He has highlighted, if you can't fly, you run. If you can't run, you walk. If you can't walk, you please crawl yourself. But by all means, my dear friends, keep moving. Okay. In the end, we will remember not the words of your enemies, but the silence of your friends. My dear friends, at the end of your life, we will remember not the words of our enemies, but the silence of our friends. Okay, so I have promised you that I will give you a golden hat, because that is nothing but a golden hat to solve the problems between husband and wife. Okay, so the golden hat is nothing but please try to say yes whenever the problem arises. Try to accept adjustment, because adjustment is the golden hat to sort out all the problems which happens in between husband and wife. I hope, my dear friends, you have enjoyed my session. I'm so sorry because I'm not able to address your queries as of now, because we are running short of time. Next session they are about to start. Let me share my email address with the committee, those who are organizing this program. Okay, if you have any queries, you are welcome. You please send a mail to me. Let me respond all your queries. Thank you so much, my dear friends. Have a fantabulous day ahead. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ravi sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you so much. Thank you, faculty colleagues. Thank you so much. Thank you all.
Yeah, thank you, Ravi sir. Session was really so informative. I think all participants got some ideas related to professional as well as personally. He got some ideas, I think so too. Thank you so much for your informative session, sir.
Thanks a lot, sir. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for inviting me also. Okay, we look forward to have many more sessions in the future. I'm ready. Thank you so much, my dear faculty colleagues. for hearing my voice for I think more than 1 hour 30 minutes. Thank you so much. I hope I have met out few of your expectations today. Thank you so much. Have a great day ahead. Thank you, my dear friends.